What's going on, ladies and gents? We are now live, and I'm going to do my mandatory click-ins. I'm happy everyone on the internet can see how cheap I am simply by looking at that right there. Just everybody knows how cheap I am. And I'm more than happy to do it because I'm just sick and tired of all these recurrings again and again and again. It's like if I wanted another cable bill, I'd sign up for cable again. But it's just exhausting. Like it's like 4 or 5 charges a day of recurring. Like, oh my Lord. Let me go ahead and fix the text side and do my click-ins. And I do have a new mic, by the way. It just doesn't work. But hey, that's how it's gonna have to be for a while. And I think today's session is gonna be really interesting because I'm gonna be taking you through my entire thought process when it comes to businesses that are sales challenged or dollars challenged, or the type of business that goes, we've never had success with advertising. We've always grown on referrals, or like every time we advertise, it doesn't work, or something like that. And I've been kind of like on a little bit of a soapbox saying this is how you should be running your business. And for the first time in a long time, I got a real life example that just flat out 100% was a perfect case study of a business that no matter how much you advertise, their business is inherently broken or an anti-flywheel, or like the more customers that you push in, the worse experience it is for those customers. And it was like hilarious. I was on a full rant for like 45 minutes to an hour saying this is what they should be doing, this is what they should not be doing. And like I mentioned, up until now, it's been entirely theoretical, or it's been knowledge transfer. This is the first time I went to car wash and I was like, this is everything they're doing wrong. Like, oh my God. And I had no idea how well my original car wash client was running his business until I went to this car wash. So I'm going to walk you through how I think, why I think that all the jazz and all the fun stuff, so that ultimately you can apply it to your business, or more importantly, have a in-depth and massive understanding of what your client's business needs to be doing or not to be doing to either to change or just reject them as a client and give them very specific reasons. So this is my car wash brain breaking, I can't believe this is a thing moment. And I really felt like one of those computer software engineers that like knows how to do code and pops open like a code repository and goes like, I can't believe they're doing this. Like somebody that has an operations background in Lean Six Sigma and opens the supply closet and goes, I can't believe they're doing this. I literally have like car wash experience on it, and I was going through the car wash selling process. Like, I can't believe they're doing this. So to start the story off, the girlfriend and I are going to Trader Joe's, and I mention just casually, my car is super dirty. And if you've seen my car, if you've been to my car, cars don't really like reflect or have an impact on me. Like they're just always dirty because it's raining or there's just stuff, and people sit in the car, and then the floorboards get gross, and then they touch stuff, and there's a touchscreen. So I just really get used to the idea of like a car always being dirty. And I'm not even in the Midwest where there's snow. I'm talking about like in Miami. But I just casually mentioned, wow, my car is dirty. She goes, take a right. And I go, why are we taking a right? She's like, I know of a car wash. I go, okay. So we take a right. We drive for like 5-10 minutes. And we end up at the car wash. Except there wasn't a sign for the car wash. Instead, what happened was this right here. I has kind of assumed that there would be what's called non-business branding signals, or like when you walk into a restaurant, you know it's a restaurant, not because of the sign of a restaurant, but because of the way it's laid out, right? And when I go to car washes, there are non-car wash car wash signs. Like, you know, because the machine is there, because the sign is there, because just the general look and feel. But that was not the case at all. You see, what happened is there was this road right here. I'm going to draw this out. So here's the road. This is going to be a road. I think this might be a road. This looks like a road. So there's the road right here. Cool. And then there is this road right here. Right here. So it's kind of like at this intersection. And the way to get into the car wash was simply by driving up. Not that big of a deal. You just drive into the car wash. And the way they have it set up is there's an entrance here, like a little bit of like a path that you can take. Oh, there we go. Let's do an arrow. So you can drive into the car wash area by this path, and the car wash kind of like loops around the back like this. Or you can drive in right here, and this is another path. And the lanes kind of merge. The weirdest part is that as we were taking the left and the right to driving up to this car wash, I had no idea that it was actually a car wash. Like there's nothing about it. In fact, this was a mechanics shop, and it had mechanics shop signs like oil and those car rigs things and grease and metal bins or metal garbage cans and like all the stuff that looks like a mechanic's shop, not necessarily a car wash. Now, what's interesting, by the way, is when I'm thinking of I need to get my car washed and my car made looking better, I am not thinking oil, grease, and metal bins at all whatsoever. When I'm thinking of a car wash, I'm thinking something clean, something bright, something nice, some soap, not oil, grease, and metal bins. And all around this mechanic shop were junky old cars. Junky car number 1. Junky car number 2. Junky car number 3. Junky car number 4. All their signage and everything was based entirely about them being a mechanic shop. So that was like, we're in the wrong spot type of feeling for me as a potential customer. Okay, this is not correct. This is not a car wash. Nothing makes sense. And my girlfriend is like, no, drive around the corner. And I was like, what corner? I couldn't see anything. There's all these cars in the way. So we literally had to like awkwardly maneuver into here. And then immediately we got to wait in line. So car number 1. Let's rotate this sucker. Is there a way to rotate it? Here we go. So car number 1. Car number 2. Car number 3. This is all in line, by the way. Like car number 4. And then lastly is me, car number 5. This is an order. So if at any time they had more than 5 cars in line for their car wash, their business would break. That car would be out in traffic, causing traffic. More so, they could not actually have any more cars because the junky cars were in the way. So immediately, I know that this car wash is capped. Immediately right out of the gate. So I'm looking at this point for any signage whatsoever. What do I get? How much does it cost? Is this related to car wash? And I'm getting 0 signs and 0 signals. And this brings me to point number 1, or selling point number 1, which is signs and signals. At no point have I, the potential customer, gotten a serious understanding that I'm in the right spot at all whatsoever. I'm not getting non-car wash signals like cleanliness. I'm not getting non-car wash signals or non-car wash signs and signals like cleanliness. I'm not getting an understanding. Nobody's greeting me. There's no signage. There's no branding. It literally just looks like a mechanic shop. So I'm thinking I'm in the wrong spot. Second, or let's just say area of improvement. Number one, signs and signals. Next up, the wait. I'm sitting in line, believing genuinely that I'm in the wrong spot. And I was about to leave. And as I was about to leave, all these cars move up. And then Jeff's car gets blocked by car number 6, who is now halfway in traffic, like this. I can't even get out. And this is a very confusing and stressful environment. And I'm an adult. I understand how this works. I've got cash, I've got money, but immediately I'm pinned in and I can't leave. And I look to my girlfriend and go like, I guess we're committed. But at no point do I have an understanding of costs, services, and products. None whatsoever. It feels like I'm in line for a restaurant. I don't even know if it's a restaurant. She says, look to the left. And we look to the left, and there's these little bays. And over here is little stations. Station number 1. Oh, station number 1. And then station number 2. Look to the left, and at station number 1, station number 2 are cars with people working on the cars. They're doing the interior, they're doing the exterior, they've got the vacuums, they're doing the door jams, the dashboards, the tires, and all that stuff. But when I look over, I'm getting, again, mixed signals. Because I'm seeing some guys, there we go, let's close that off. Because I'm getting mixed signals that are not very conducive to a selling experience. What I'm seeing over here is overworked, underpaid employees. They have unbranded Zephyr Hills bottle just spraying stuff on cars. And then they have Zephyr Hills bottles that they're drinking water from. And I'm going, this is like really, really weird. Like, I really do not have confidence. It's kind of like, look, you're looking at a kitchen. You're like, this doesn't look like a kitchen. This feels a little bit funky and weird. I'm really not digging this at all whatsoever. And I don't know what's happening, but I feel like I should not be here. I'm seeing their process, and I have no confidence in it. But we're sticking around, and we're fine. Let's just do it. And the cars eventually begin to move forward. As these cars leave, car number 1 drives forward. Car number 2 drives up. Car number 3. Everybody just kind of take their spot, right? At this point, I am now sitting in the back of a building near the fence and sandwiched between cars. I can't really leave. I can't really move forward. I'm kind of stuck, and I still don't know what I want. I still don't know how much I should be spending, but I'm spending time sitting. None. This business has put zero effort and thought process into this type of delay right here. Let's say for whatever reason, this delay is inevitable. It's like Disneyland lines. Like, there's going to be a line no matter what. Okay, so let's do some education and entertainment. If I was in this line and they were talking about or had signage or had their products and services, and I could get an idea of what I was looking for, kind of like a drive-through, then I would feel more confident and comfortable because I would be prepared to like take a next step. At this point, by the way, I still have no idea how much it costs. I had no idea on their sales process, so I'm thinking they don't even take credit card. And I have not seen a single person come up and meet and greet me. And if you go to Chick-fil-A, by the way, they have a whole operational experience and expertise and proficiency on this. Like, you walk up to Chick-fil-A at In-N-Out, or you drive up, and a person comes out and has a conversation with you. And then they'll point you and drive you And that's why they make more money than any effing franchise in the world. It's nuts, right? They have the highest throughput with this process than any other fast food restaurant in the history of the United States at the moment. Guess what? This car wash doesn't. But time continues on. This car goes in. Oh, let's bring that to the front. This car goes in here. I can no longer see anything. I'm behind the building. This car goes up. This car goes up. And this process kind of continues on until I turn the corner. And then I can see a little fella. I don't think I'm gonna be able to draw a person. Oh, a person right here. That's a person. And I can see him going up to the car and then going back in. Going up to the car, going back in. I don't know what's happening, but he definitely does not look like a car wash person. He's wearing like a super raggedy t-shirt. It doesn't look like he actually works there. I'm guessing he does. I just see him shuffling back and forth. And I'm kind of wondering like, what the hell is going on? Again, I'm an adult, all right? I go through this process all the time. I'm trying to take an extremist point of view because if this process gives me a hint of uncertainty, it will give massive uncertainty to a future client and customer that is not referred to them. So I'm seeing this guy go back and forth. I have no idea if he works there. I'm assuming that he works there, but I see zero branding, zero like signage, zero hat, nothing like that. Absolutely nothing. This process continues on. It's like this. And this car drives up. Car goes in. This car goes in. I drive forward. And then I finally see the actual car wash machinery. It was hidden behind the building the entire time. I couldn't see it because of the junky cars. I couldn't see it because of this building. There's roads going on. There's these people in the way. And I finally see what looks like an actual car wash, as in the actual building itself. It's got the wheels and the nozzles and all that. So I'm feeling a lot less non-confident. At least we're in the right spot. We keep driving up. And then it's my turn right here. Guess what I say to the guy. Just guess. At this point, I've been in line for 30 to 45 minutes. I have no idea what's happening. I've never talked to a person. I don't know how much it costs. What do you think the first interaction I had with this person right here? Do you think it was a great positive interaction where the guy meets and greets me and has a qualifying conversation for 5-6 minutes? Do you think it was an amazing like chat? I was like, wow, this guy really like understands my problems. Or do you think it was the most awkward and uncomfortable and strangest scenario I've ever been in my entire life? Do you think it was like, wow, this is such awesome. I'm so glad I waited in line. Or do you think it was like, wow, what the hell is going on? This is no good. This is super uncomfortable. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Do you think it's number one? Or do you think it's number two? And I'll give you a quick dollars to donuts real fast and a quick jump to the end. Because it sure as shit wasn't number one. No way, no how. The guy comes up to my car and says, what do you want? Why would I know what I want? At what point would I know what I want? Introduction and qualification. I have no idea what I want. Zero. I have no signs and signals. The wait was way too long. I don't know their costs, their services, their products. I don't know their process. I have no education. I have no entertainment. There was no introduction. The guy literally just says, what do you want? Why would I know what I want? I'm an uneducated consumer. If there was a menu, I would know, but so far I don't. So I say, I don't know what I want. He says, well, we got the car wash or the car wash with foam. I go, what's the difference? He goes, it's a car wash. We'll wash the car, or there's car wash with foam. I go, what is the foam? He did not tell me what I wanted, so I have to ask a series of questions. It ends up being like a minute-long conversation. I go, look, I just want the interior cleaned and the exterior cleaned. He goes, it's a car wash. It comes with both. I go, well, what's the foam? He says, look, It's $12 for the car wash or an extra $3 for the phone. Really? Because I didn't know that at all whatsoever. I felt like he made up the pricing. He literally just took out one of those 1950s Kansas City diner things and just wrote it out and put $12 on it. I guess it's $12. Okay, I'll have the first one. I don't want the phone. He made up the pricing and didn't make sure I understood that he understood. Now, maybe he made up the pricing or not, but I have no idea if he made it up. I say, fine, give me the $12 thing. He writes it out. I put it in the car and we drive forward. At this point, I don't even know how I'm supposed to pay. I have zero confidence in it. I drive up. He, the salesperson, and puts down the notepad and then starts spraying down my car. I go, hold on a second. The guy in front of the counter is the same as the guy behind the counter. The chef is the waiter. This is like not good at all from a business process point of view. Like the absolute worst. He has zero incentive to sell correctly. He has zero incentive to do the job correctly. Every time he sells more stuff, he's disincentivized by having to do more stuff. This is no good for a business at all whatsoever. But fine, I sit in there. Turns out it's not just him. There's another guy just like pops around the corner. Literally from here, comes around and they start spraying down my car. With what? I have no clue. I have zero clue. I have no idea what's happening. Another area of improvement. The stage of the journey. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what I bought. I have zero confidence in people doing it. I have no idea what's happening. And now they're doing stuff to me. And at this point, I'm like, I'm committed, but this is massively uncomfortable. It's zero, like there's 0% of me referring this out to people. None. Zero. So I sit here for like 5-10 minutes. They spray it down. The machine turns on. And it's, again, not like the normal car wash experience, just a guy with like one of those like gun hoses. And he's just doing this. And I have no idea what's happening. And it just starts foaming. So maybe they put the foam. I don't know, but it says $12. And I'm having like a mini heart attack because I have no idea what's happening. The cars begin to move forward. And then I get stuck here like this. This car is waiting in traffic to get out, and I'm stuck between this and this. I've got people waving at me to come forward, and this machine is telling me to stop. Literally a red light. Confusing signals. Literally, there's a guy here waving at me to come forward closer to this car who's stuck between two stations because this car is stuck between the station and the road, and he's yelling at me, move forward, even though there's a big red light that says stop. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. We have to wait 30 seconds there. This car finally leaves. This car moves forward. Here. At this point, they start rubbing down the exterior, and my girlfriend says, I think we have to pay now. I go, how? How are we supposed to pay? She goes, you have to go inside. I go, I'm supposed to go inside. Why can't I just swipe it here? Aren't you supposed to like charge things beforehand? And she goes, yeah, this is weird. So I get out of the car and then I go, is there a waiting area? She points to a bench that is wet under the sun. So I sit there, I stand next to the bench. She goes inside, pays, comes outside and says, do you have any money for tip? I go, no, I have no cash on me. She says, I tried to ask the lady to pay extra for the tip. She says, we don't do that. You have to tip in cash. This is weird. Then, as that's happening, this car leaves, and the guys get in my car, and the car doesn't move because my phone is connected to my car. This is the key. And so now I'm causing a block right here. And as it turns out, there's more people there. So I'm literally causing a block. So I have to go from the waiting area back here, stand by the car, and then they drive it forward. The last, the piece de resistance, right here. As we leave, they ask me for a tip. I say, I can't tip you. I don't have any cash. We tried to tip you at the front. She said no. The guy says they were supposed to do that. I go, I can't. She said no. So the guy goes in, has a conversation with her. Now it's an awkward conversation, an awkward confrontation caused by me. Awkward. And then they get that handled. They say, just leave. It's fine. I get in the car, and there is still dog hair in the back seats. This was my experience right here. Probably the worst car wash or business experience I've had as a paying customer in probably years, which is probably standard. And here's the kicker, ladies and gents. Here's the absolute kicker. This right here. What do you expect? It was only $12. This is what people who have poor businesses, poor understandings, poor backgrounds, poor process, this is what they do. They have a bad process, they have a bad business, a bad way of working, and then they will lower the price so they don't feel bad about providing a bad process. That's what happens. Hey, it was only $12, dude. What can you complain about? Everything. Literally everything. From the customer's point of view, this is what happened. I spent 30 minutes waiting, had frustration, confusion, challenges, and then had to pay $12 for a bad process or bad product. This is what the customer is experiencing. But the business owner that is poor at what they're doing and how they're doing will say, what'd you expect? It's only $12. And I'll bet you dollars to donuts, everybody watching this has experienced this themselves, experienced this with a client, or done it to a future client or customer. Hey man, like it was really cheap. What do you want me to do? I want you to have an amazing product. Here's what should have happened, by the way. And this is why this business will never be able to advertise. This is why this business will never be successful and will be struggle busing from 0 to infinity and beyond. There are 11 areas of improvements, 11 of them. And for everybody who's watching this, you will now see how my brain works and why the businesses that work with me tend to be more successful. And this is your opportunity to really go ahead and better serve your clients, better serve your customers, and fix your clients' business processes. And here's why you should do it. Because this car wash could pay me $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 a month for marketing. They will cancel, they will complain, and they will not get their intended result. And then they will bounce around other agencies trying to figure out what's going on and ultimately be underserved and massively frustrated. I don't care if it's doctors, dentists, lawyers, accountants, attorneys. I don't care if it's flooring companies. I don't care who the hell it is. If you have a new client and they do this, you will very quickly have an old client. You need to have a thorough understanding of what they're doing and how they're doing and identify these areas of improvements so that they can go from a $12 car wash to a $50 car wash, which is what I was expecting to pay. I was expecting to pay a $50 car wash, but because they're bad business practices, they only deserve $12. Tough. This business only deserves $12. No other way around it. You should be thinking about the same way with your business. Do I deserve the fee? And is my business process, is my client-facing process, is my customer-facing process deserving of that money, or should I rebuild it to deserve more? Should I rebuild it to deserve more. So here's what should have happened. First things first is there should be a sign that says car wash. As simple as that. Nothing else. There should be very clearly a sign that says car wash. You'd be mind blown and surprised about how many businesses do business and they simply do not have a sign. More importantly, that sign should be very, very specific, like Jeff's 18-point car wash. Now it's no longer a commodity. It's unique. It's different. If they just had a sign that said Jeff's or Alex's or David's 18-point car wash, cool. I am simply in the right spot. No other ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not even talking about this right here. I'm just talking about have a GSD car wash. Make it specific. Instead of just saying car wash, Jeff's 18-point car wash, have some branding, have a sign. It's $250. Just fucking put it on the floor. It doesn't matter. They should have one in and one out. You'll notice, by the way, when they dump people out of here and there's somebody in here, you end up with a good old-fashioned log jam. You can very definitely 100% be on a shadow of a doubt have this scenario right here. And this is called a log jam for a business. Their exit specifically stops their entrance from working. You see that at restaurants, by the way. Like the in and out is the same door, and then the waiting area is outdoor, but people can't get out because they're trying to get in. That's a log jam. Why is this set up this way? This is hilariously bad. 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt bad. What they could do is, oh, well, the cars are like down here, right? This is what happens. They log jam. Like, why? Why would you do that? Why not simply have this be the only entrance and exit, or the only entrance right here? Why not? And then, if you make it a good angle, you don't have to make this like weird, hard right turn. Just do this. This should be the entrance to the car wash. Just like that. More so, this should be right turn only. Not gonna work. Car number 1, that's upside down. It should be right turn only. Not whatever you want. Have a sign that says right turn only. A lot of signs that say right turn only. Now we've got flow. Cars are coming in, cars are coming out. Not this weird, awkward log jam thing that's coming up over here. And then you've got like extra space to do stuff. There should be a sign that says Jeff's 18-point car wash right here. Why? Well, at least I know I'm in the right spot. From here, it should say packages. That's it. Just have the packages. Packages, and there should be 3 of them. They should be arranged in a way that makes sense according to the future client and customer. When he said they both include the interior and the exterior, that's not how I think about buying a car wash. Some car washes are exterior. Some car washes are interior. Not they both have it and then there's foam. Bad upsell, business process is not lined up, products are bad. There should be 3 packages. There should be the $15, there should be the $30, and there should be the insanely expensive $97. Just like that. The $97 one exists to make the other 2 look good, kind of like you go to a restaurant and the wine is really expensive. It's simply to make the other wine look better. That's it. This should be the exterior. They should be interior plus bonus. The $97 is like their elite or VIP. Just like that. 3 packages, that's it. From a future client's point of view, I know I don't want the VIP. I'll just get the $30 interior plus bonus. That's it. No big deal. Exterior, interior plus bonus. That's it. Cool. And then they should have a person. Let's even grab his face. Right here. And this should be payment and checkout. And this person, their only job is to have conversations with people and make sure that they're getting what they want. That's it. That's it. Their only job is to sit there with a shade and wear branded stuff and wave people over and be greeting. It's like, hey, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Johnson. What a great car. Tell me, what problems can I solve for you today? That sounds interesting. What else would you like us to focus on? If that's the case, I would really recommend the interior, exterior. It's an 18-point process. You're going to absolutely love it. It's going to be fantastic. How about we get you up and running right now? I'll take your credit card. I'll put it in the machine. Awesome. So now that it's processing, I got 2 quick questions for you. Number 1, if you're interested in this, I can actually send you a survey at the end of your car wash. Give us some feedback. If you like that, I can give you $10 off your next car wash. Would that be awesome? Great. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that right now. What's your name, number, and email? Awesome. We're going to go ahead and send you the survey. As soon as you fill it out, you'll get $10 rebate sent to us for your next car wash. Isn't that cool? Awesome. Number 2, if you'd like, I can give you a fast acting bonus right now. This is just for people who live in Miami. Do you live in Miami? Awesome. Tell you what, you bought the $30 exterior. The next one, if you use the bonus, is going to be $20. If you decide to get a package of 5, I can end up cutting your car wash costs, not from $30, but down to $15. You're literally getting the exterior. You're literally getting the interior bonus for free. All you have to do is prepay 5. Is that too much? How about we give you 3? Is that okay? Sounds great. I'll just add it to your order right now. Your order is now $97. Congratulations. You got 5 car washes for the price of 3. Move on forward. That is it. That's the whole fucking conversation. That's the whole conversation. He's got my name, my number, my email. He's got a customer, and somebody just pre-bought a bunch of stuff and a 5-star review. That's it. Why are they not doing that? Because they are bad business owners. Just accept it. It's a bad business owners. Now we've got a sign. We've improved the weight. I understand that cost, services, and products. We improved the process by having somebody walk through that, and there's education, entertainment, introduction. Cool. Look, I solved huge challenges and problems right out the gate, and now their minimum is bigger than their old maximum. So Jeff's car goes up. It's we're in the right spot. Everything is cool. Jeff's car is here, driving through. Everything, we're having a great time. I'm doing this wrong. And we just kind of muscle our way through. Now they've got $97 out of me instead of the 15. We drive through. And there's another guy right here that should say, hey, my name is Alex. Super psyched to meet you, Jeff. Just want to confirm you got the exterior, the interior, and the bonus. Is that right? Awesome. Okay, cool. And make sure you're taken care of. Why don't you just drive right in real fast? You'll be there for about 5 minutes. When the green says go, you're taken care of and move to the next station. Thanks so much. Literally, that's all they had to do. Have that conversation. Now, the machine does 90% of the work. And then there's this guy. When it's done, he'll just do whatever he's supposed to do and knock on my window or wave at me and say, ready to go to the next stage, Mr. Miller. Thanks so much. Go to the next station. At this point, a new guy says the following. Hey, we're super psyched to meet you. It looks like you got the exterior and the interior. If you want, could you please take a moment and go ahead and sit in our waiting room? You can see us do all of our work, all that fun stuff. We've got camera and monitors in case you want to make sure that we're taking care of your car. It'll be about 5 to 6 minutes. We're going to take care of everything. Look, I noticed that you got some dog hair. We're going to make sure to double vacuum that for you. Sounds great. Just go ahead and wait over there. I'm out of the car. That's it. The waiting area should have some fucking upsells. This waiting area needs sales stuff. Like, hey, pre-buy this, buy that, get this, get that, leather, extend the lifetime of your car wash, sign up for a membership program, all that shit needs to have sales. That's it. then this station is no longer needed. No longer needed. They have this station because they have all these people and their staff is wrong, just flat out wrong. They've got 2 waiting areas where they only need 1 waiting area. The reason why they have 2 waiting areas is because this guy needs to have 1 or 2 more other people, and they clean really fast. They're well paid. They're paid by volume and jobs done and customer satisfaction. And now this business can afford better people and better machines and not a Zephyr Hills bottle with an unknown chemical spraying it down going, I don't know what's happening, because now they're getting an average of 30 to 97 instead of just 12 of 15. The waiting area, they drive the car up, wait area. The guy comes back in, grabs me, hey, Mr. Miller, your car is ready. We'll make sure you're taken care of. By the way, we put a little pamphlet in there. It's an introduction to our membership program. If you'd like, you can set this up recurring. You get a free car wash every single month. It's just as part of being our monthly membership program. We'll make sure you're taken care of. See you next time. By the way, thanks for the 5-star review. That's it. That's the whole thing. And then, you know what? I drive away. Because they reorganized their business, people told me about the journey. There's no awkward employee conversation. They're telling me exactly what's going on. They took care of the dog. Now I'm going, wow, that was a great. And I get to do it. Get to do it again 4 more times. And I open my phone and give a 5-star review. This is sales process infrastructure. This is what most agencies refuse to do. This is why most businesses are massive effing failures. They don't do this. If we want to talk about more stuff, these junky cars need to go into over here or be parked correctly. Something else other than blocking the only entrance to the effing place. Something other than giving the worst experience ever. This is why a 5-star review. This is why your future clients cancel your services. This is why your future clients don't pay you more money. This is why your future clients have a horrible time, because they don't have somebody to do this, and that person should be you. This person should be you. But nobody's ever told you this. Nobody's ever said like, oh, you need to have like a thorough understanding of business process and like the steps that a business goes through and fix the dials and dashboards along the way. Instead, everybody's just saying, oh, go get a client. Come on, guys. Like, you and I both know you can get all the clients if you want. They all cancel one weekend. That's going to be horrible. You need to have this type of conversation. If I have a car wash come up to me and be like, hey, I've been seeing a lot of your branding videos and I've been reading your PDFs and I'm really interested in getting more clients. I'll say, okay, cool. Before we even consider taking you on as a client, walk me through what happens to your customers when they walk in the door. And let me ask you this. Do your customers pay you enough to afford a marketer? Or are you spending your mortgage money? Gotcha. Okay, cool. So it sounds like it's not a good fit for our lead generation program or our customer getting program. It sounds like what we actually need to do is a business process improvement program. What we need to do is get your dollars per customer from $12 to $30. And the easiest way to do that is simply to rework your business, install better people, and introduce new scripts and upselling. I will take on this task for you, give you everything that you need, and deliver it immediately. You can walk yourself through it. It costs $3,000. And at the end of the 90 days, if you do what we say you do, you will find very, very quickly that your $15 ticket is now your new minimum price. And people are happier paying you $30 or even $97. And you'll have a monthly recurring program where people paying you every single month to use a car wash. What do you say? All of a sudden, now this business is finally getting actual fixes to their business instead of somebody else just simply running effing ads to a broken business. Look, at the most, this business can take 4 customers, maybe 5, before everything begins to logjam. Everything. At the absolute max, the most they can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At the absolute most, they can do 12 cars. And then everything log jams. So when I, a good marketer, will do marketing and advertising, they're getting 3 or 4 phone calls a day. We have no capacity. We can't do it. We're capped out. What? We can't do it. We're not making enough money. What? We sent out a reactivation text message and everybody hates your stuff and give you 1-star reviews. Jeff, you're so horrible. I can't believe you got us all these 1-star reviews. It's not you, man. It's me. Like if you just did it this way, put faces to the name, had real life conversations and charged more and then paid your employees so customers didn't have this like awkward tipping conversation and your front desk wasn't like the worst person in the world saying you can't do that. All of a sudden you got a business that is naturally 5-star review. All of a sudden you got a business with real throughput. All of a sudden you got a business that doesn't have you wait 30 to 40 minutes. You will have 2 stations. This is the most 5 minutes. This is the most 5 minutes. Now you have a 10-minute throughput. That's it. Easy. And I'll bet it's probably closer to 5. And actually I take that back, it's probably closer to 2.5. Because this right here is 60 seconds. Then they wipe down the exterior and you're on your way out. If it's the interior, this is 60 seconds for the exterior. They wipe you down. You got 3 people working on it. Vacuums, hoses, dial, dashboards. You got a good business process. Your throughput is 3x very, very quickly. But nobody sat this guy down to have these conversations. And I challenge each and every single person on this video right here, right now, to say we deserve to be better to our clients and we deserve to have better clients because this is how you have a better client. I did this exact same thing with my bike shop. I did this exact same thing with my car wash. This is my background at Intel. This is what I study for a living. Look, there are 11 different ways to fix their business and make more money outside of ads. If we take ads and shove more customers in here, everything's going to break. But if we fix this along the way, all of a sudden, we have a real profitable business. And this line of thinking applies to every single sales process that involves clients and customers, every single one. It has nothing to do with the car wash. If you're saying it's about the car wash, you are missing the point. This is not about the car wash. This is about the customer experience and the customer journey. At no point did this business ever ask me for a 5-star review. Do you know why? Because they have a bad business and should be ashamed of their 5-star reviews. This business is proud of what they're doing and will aggressively ask me for 5-star reviews. Aggressively. They're like, you should leave us a 5-star review. We're amazing. I go, you're right. At no point would this business even dare to try to sell more expensive stuff because they are bad at business. Their product is bad. This business is going, wow, my crew is so good. I'm excited about selling more stuff. And this salesperson right here is getting consistent 5-star feedback. More so, the business owner here is going, oh, I can't figure this out. Everything hates my stuff. And I got to keep my prices low to be competitive because nobody wants to spend more. And this business is going, well, when we get a customer, at a minimum, we're getting $15. And this guy is like a killer salesperson. So it's usually closer to 30 or 45. And we get 3 or 4 5-star reviews every single day. Most times, about half the time, we get the upsell to the 97 for 4 car washes. And 1 out of 5 people sign up for our recurring program. So my dollars just grow. That's how your business is supposed to be set up. That's how these businesses are supposed to be set up. But this guy didn't go to school. He didn't go to college. He's not part of this AskFam group. He doesn't know this shit. So he keeps thinking that bad business is normal. It's not. This is what it should be. I hope this was useful to somebody. Jason Croft says, and so many of us are guilty of not having our own signs out for our own agencies, letting anyone who interacts with us know what we do. Yeah. Like the first 90 days of my agency journey, I was telling everybody about Facebook ads, Facebook ads, Facebook ads, Facebook ads. It's like, no, man, nobody cares about that. They care about themselves and their own goals. So once I started talking about their goals, they started writing checks for $2,000, $3,000 at a time, sometimes $10,000 at a time. That's it. And our most recent client, by the way, we billed him $5,000 yesterday. And he said, guys, can you double? I want to start writing you $10,000 checks. This was a text message from this guy yesterday. Nuts, right? So the challenge for every single person watching this right here, right now, is to map out your customer journey for your client. Map out your customer journey for your client, just like I did here. This is where it is right now, and map out the areas of improvement. Why are they not talking about 5-star reviews? Why are they not talking about recurring? Why they're not talking about pre-buying more stuff? Why they're not talking about discounting a thing? Like if the guy literally said like, hey, it looks like you got a lot of work right now. You actually need the VIP. Would you like to get set up for that? Man, not really. It's like kind of expensive. I hear you. Look, management has authorized me to give $20 off to anybody who asks, $20 off the VIP. Why don't you just ask me if I can give you $20 off the VIP? Can you give me $20 off the VIP? Yes, I can. I'm going to put in my manager bonus, my manager discount right here. I'm going to swipe your card for 77. Is that okay? Sounds good. Now we got a 77. Why are they not doing that? Why are they not having those conversations? Why are they not saying, hey, let's get your name, number, and email set up, and if you leave us a review, we're going to give you $10 off the next thing? Why are they not doing that? Nobody told them to. And now you can too. So that brings us to the end of the Lunch and Learn, ladies and gents. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, or ideas, you can bring them up now. I genuinely hope that this was useful for you, that this was your brain-breaking moment, or I can't believe this is a thing moment, where like all of a sudden the stars align and you've been studying what I've been saying out to the world, studying the greatest in our industry, and realizing that sometimes a broken business will think their solution is more marketing and advertising, when a broken business's solution is to be fixed. And when you have broken businesses, all you are doing as a function of marketing and advertising is bringing them more reasons why they should not be marketing and advertising. So when you hear of a business that's like, every time you do marketing and advertising, it doesn't work, it's because they are a broken car wash. Happens with my dentist all the time. All the time. Because they're not business owners, they're dentists. But when we turn their business into this, and we tell them like, hey, this person needs to have these scripts. This person needs to walk them through the process. This staff needs to tell them what to do and how to do. They need a wait area that sells more stuff. All of a sudden, instead of getting $12 and a confused customer that says, oh, it was worth it, or it wasn't worth it, I only spent $12, what a waste. Now they've got people saying, wow, that was great. I get to do it again. I'm going to give a 5-star review and I'm happy I spent more money. This is the narrative that you have to have with your clients and customers, or at least with yourself. Or at least with yourself. I'm going to boogie off, ladies and gents. I hope this was a brain-breaking moment for you. I'm going to cut this and upload it. I really hope that this was impactful and helps you be better for your clients and your customers as a function of deep diving into their business. Again, being better for our clients and customers does not necessarily mean more ads. Being better for our clients and customers means setting up our clients' businesses for more customers. And right here, there's 11 areas of improvement. And chances are your customer is doing the exact same crap. I'll bet they barely have a sign with a USP. I'll bet they don't know how to fix the wait. I'll bet they don't have their costs and services and products out in front. I'll bet there's nobody saying the process and what they're doing and how they're doing. There's no education, entertainment on what to do and how to do. Nobody's doing introduction qualification call. Nobody is like, they're just making up pricing instead of like having it out there, and they're not spending the time that I understand so they understand their problems. They're not saying, hey, you're on stage 2 out of 5 of your journey. They're not making, they're giving confusing signals. They're having awkward employee conversations. And the end result is there's still dog hair in the back seats. I wonder, is your client doing the exact same thing? So ladies and gents, I'm going to boogie off. Catch you guys later.